Hey, shout out to my dispensary, man, Cloud9, man. They hooked me up, dropped the video, man. They gave me, I got some cereals by River Remedy. It's like 29%, like 1.8% Turks, River Remedy. And then he gave me this boy right here. Dragon, this that shit right here, y'all. Can of whoop ass, look at that. Can of whoop ass. It's hard, man. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all up in this surrounding areas, man, around here, y'all make sure y'all stop at Cloud9. They gonna get you right. This shit look like white truffle, man. This shit like white. Look at that. Ooh. Hey, that's them boys, man. Cloud9, I fuck with them. Y'all go check them out. One. Welcome back to Polo TV, man, where we do real nigga politics at, man. Where we kick that real knowledge, man. We give it to you raw and uncut from a real nigga perspective, man. And not just what the people want to hear, but giving it to you how you should hear, how it is. We're going to lay it out, you know what I'm saying, how it is, regardless. What's been trending lately, something I wanted to touch on, it's been on my mind, was about how everybody's saying Gunna is better than Young Thug, he's leaving him behind. As if Thug didn't just do 2 years in a hole, in isolation, you feel what I'm saying, had to come straight out making music. He got to get himself back ready for society. So we're going to touch a little bit on that subject. But I want to start this out by saying, when I first heard this trending, I thought about something. I said, what made me want to start a podcast? This is where I pay homage to Young Thug at. What made me want to start a podcast is when Thug was on trial. Y'all remember that? It was 20 to 60,000 viewers per day watching this man fight for his life. For the people who got jobs and can't sit there and watch the court all day, when you get off work, what you did? You went to a podcast of one of these people who reporting the case to see what happened in court that day. Ain't none of these people support Thug no more, because he out now. But they didn't got their bag. Damn near I can name all the podcasts. Cupboard, Sitting Ass, all of them started their podcast off of Young Thug back. I witnessed it. Because I write estimates for a living. I'm sitting here writing estimates, listen to this in the background. So, I'm sitting here watching, I'm like, these podcasts is getting rich off of this nigga back, man, off of this nigga iniquities in life, off of his pain and suffering. Like, this man, family crying and shit like that, man. His kids crying want him to come home. Everybody getting rich off of him. He can't make a dime. If they would have convicted him of them gang charges, he would have lost everything he had on top of that. But everybody else got their money. I don't hear nobody who know they came up, they podcast came up, even shouting out to Young Thug. These the same people who reporting that Gunna is better than Thug. And that don't sit well with me, man. Because I'm a real nigga, so I'm going to speak up for Thug right here, man. Every podcast who came up while this nigga was locked up, bro, off of straight reporting Young Thug news, y'all at least owe that nigga about 10 bands apiece, bro. Just everybody should have put together a bag like how that nigga Drake did. Drake flew down and gave that nigga M. Niggas had something to say about that. He gave bro a whole M. I know none of these podcasts. Hey, if y'all did, I apologize. And I'm no pun intended. I fuck with Sitting Ass. I fuck with Cuff Boy. But ask yourself this. Everybody who used to watch Cuff Boy, that's the white boy with the glass. Do y'all still watch that nigga now? Now that Young Thug out of jail? Tell the truth, nigga. I bet you $100 to one, nigga, that you don't watch that shit no more. So you was only there because of Young Thug being in jail to keep up with the trial. That shit was like O.J. Simpson trial. I know a lot of y'all may not be old enough to remember O.J. Simpson when he was fighting a murder charge. That shit was on every day. I was in elementary school. The teachers would, when they were finna read the verdict, I remember I think I was like in 3rd grade. I remember us not even having no schoolwork that day. That's how big that shit was. And we sitting there watching when they said, not guilty, and all the black people in Memphis come, everybody, because Memphis was just a straight black city back then in the 90s. I grew up in the 90s in Memphis. So, that's how it was. Everybody watching that case. So here it is it's 2025 now. That was a reenactment of the O.J. Simpson trial, man. Pretty much, you know what I'm saying? Because it was so highly televised, and everybody from the streets was for sure wanting Young Thug to be found not guilty. But they know, everybody know, like I know, they came up off of reporting this man's stuff. Because that's how I would feel if I was Thug. And I ain't heard Thug say that. I'm surprised I ain't heard his camp say this or nobody speak on this. Because for one, most people don't even watch these podcasts no more now that he can't report the Thug case. And that's what made me want to start a podcast, because I was watching people go from having like no views to thousands of views to 20s of thousands of views to 30s of thousands of views. Pretty much the same amount of people who was watching their content, what you get on like rap viewers, videos and stuff like that, man. And don't get me wrong, I don't want nobody to look at me like I'm dropping salt on any podcast, because I fuck with like whatever trending. I'm trying to get into this podcast thing, so whatever trending, I want to come on here and offer y'all my opinion. And there's nothing wrong with what they did. I'm mad that I didn't jump on it, you know what I'm saying? But I was more so like thinking like, damn, I was sitting there just watching everything unfold. So more than anything, I'm sitting here thinking like, man, I hope bro get out. I don't even know the nigga. I'm just saying, man, I hope bro get out. He got kids, he got family, but I done been behind that wall fight for my life before too. I know how that feel. Even if you sitting in court fighting for your life, this ain't no movie to you. This real life. This real life. You know what I'm saying? If I get found guilty, I'm getting life. Man, I don't even want no nigga playing with me like that, man. If I'm sitting right there, man, fighting for my motherfucking life, man, they trying to give me 100 years. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I be thinking, man. Why I wouldn't even be, if I was Thug, I wouldn't even be focusing on Gunna. I'd go and squash that shit with Gunna, man. Look, bro, you took a plea there. I didn't understand what an alpha plea was or whatever, because when you plea, you got it. You playing guilty. You waiving all your rights. So whatever that paperwork say, all Gunna knew is, I get out today. I'll take whatever they gonna give me out today. You know what I'm saying? That's not the same as snitching. See, if you've been in that court system, that penal system before, you know what I'm talking about. See, the streets is over with now. The streets is actually the internet. Everybody with a phone in their hand. But everybody with a phone in their hand don't know street code. Don't know going to jail. Can't get no bond. Being indicted on some cases. On some of your cases you not indicted on yet. But here it is, a court date. You got a chance to get out of jail. What I got to do to get on the plea date docket? I'm file for fast and speedy trial. A lot of people don't know what that means. This shit going over your head, what I'm saying. But this is the same reason why niggas calling Gunna a rat. Bruh sitting behind that wall fighting for his life. Hearing that, damn, he just played out. He fucked up. I be fucked up too, because I'm sitting up in this motherfucker on a RICO charge, hearing y'all niggas playing out, getting out. Y'all playing out to the gang charges. So, of course, you gonna think like, damn, this nigga snitched on me. Because we don't need to say this a gang. If we say this a gang, they get all my funds. Just like if they would have convicted P. Diddy, they would have got all his funds. You know what I'm saying? Only if they would have convicted him of a RICO and of that his business being a gang. Gunna didn't know that when that plea that he signed for 5 years, first of all, he didn't even do shit. But the plea that he signed for 5 years, he just thought he was gonna have to get up there and say, guilty. Are you guilty of this crime? Yes, ma'am. He didn't know he was gonna say, YSL's a gang and must be stopped. That nigga was like, what? You see the nigga pause when he first heard it? Must be stopped. His lawyer like, need his ass. Hey, bitch ass nigga. Then that nigga had a big booty yellow bone in the crowd. Y'all seen him walking out the courtroom? They were like, niggas, hey, you heard that nigga? Do YSL as the gang need to be stopped? The nigga nudged him one more time. That nigga looked back at that big booty yellow bone. Yes, ma'am. That bitch ass nigga said, yes, ma'am. You feel me? But I was just playing though. But for real though, that nigga ain't rap, man. That nigga, he just play it out. So I just hope and pray, man, that these black brothers can come together, man, and unify again and take over the game. Because understand, it was all against them together. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all done beat the system. Y'all are all out, bro. The rappers at least, y'all are all out. Y'all should be celebrating, not hating each other. So I'm giving this shit a different perspective. That's why I'm on here now. That's why they need my voice out here in the game, man. Because ain't nobody telling these niggas this. I'm giving you a whole different perspective to look at this shit right here, man. Everybody's trying to make these niggas hate each other. I want to make them niggas love each other and realize who done made money off of these niggas. Worst time they ever experienced in your life. Imagine the worst thing you ever been in or been through in your whole entire life. Everybody else was making money off of your pain and suffering, everything you're going through. Imagine if you was going through that. The worst time of your life, you locked in a dark hole. This nigga was in solitary confinement, in a dark hole, my nigga. You and the pictures on your wall. But everybody else making money off of this shit. Off of them blood, sweat, and tears, them nights you crying up in that bitch. Think about your kid, think about your bitch. They making money off this shit. How you would feel? I wouldn't even be studying Gunna, man. I'd be like, hey, bro, what about all the niggas who made money? Gunna said he was still cutting that nigga the bag. As soon as he got out, he got to the money. Dropped that fuck you man, took over the game. He said, the checks is still flowing. I heard Gunna, man, that interview with somebody. I forgot who that was. That nigga said the money's still flowing. He was like, don't like Young Thug, that's my brother. He was like, nigga, the money's still flowing. I said, that nigga Gunna a real nigga. Then when I realized he was a real nigga, I said, that's a real nigga because he ain't going with the internet. Because the streets has become, the new streets is the internet. That's not the streets that I grew up in. I grew up in the streets. That's way different. You dig what I'm saying? So, that's what niggas calling the streets now. But Gunna didn't fall for it at first. Then them niggas started kind of whooping. On the internet, the niggas started whooping. You know what I'm saying? So, I just hope these brothers bring it together, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna close with this, man. The new trend these days, man, niggas think that backdooring niggas is more of a flex than being real. Being real with your brother, that's the flex, bro. That's the flex. The fact that I said, man, yeah, bro, I love seeing my nigga shine, man. I'm glad my nigga out coming up, woo, woo, woo. Versus, man, as soon as I catch that bitch ass nigga slip, man, I'm gonna take that nigga chain, take that nigga watch, man, take that nigga woo, woo, woo. The new streets, the internet, glorify that backdoor shit, glorifying us hating each other. Man, we already tear each other down enough. These two brothers are both coming up out of a hellhole that everybody has made money off of them. They ain't going after them. They going at each other. Y'all went through that struggle together. And that's all I'm saying, man. So I'm just giving it to y'all from a whole different perspective. Because I ain't heard nobody say this. Them brothers need to come together and go out to all these podcasts who made their money off of them. Hey, bro, what's up? Y'all can't shout me out? Because y'all quit to keep us against each other. Because y'all still want that pain and suffering. You making money off of my pain and suffering. Because I know that sales, that trend. People things that they going through, that trend more. Because if a nigga ain't going through something, if a nigga ain't able to show it, nigga sit here and record your ass getting shot, nigga getting robbed. You know what I'm saying? But if you out here doing something positive, nigga, like, man, I ain't recording that shit, nigga. I ain't wasting my software, nigga. What you talking about, nigga? I ain't wasting my data, nigga. People love to see things negative. How about they make real shit start back trending? Brothers looking out for each other. Brothers who came up with each other. There would be no Gunna if it wasn't no Young Thug. Why people saying he better? Like how people speak about Drake. Because the game be so one-sided, they are dick pullers. The internet perspective is a crowd of dick pullers, man. Dick biters. Everybody was just loving Drake. Everybody in the I bet you done fuck your bitch to Drake before you done fuck your bitch to Kendrick Lamar. My nigga said that earlier. He was like, I can fuck a bitch to Drake, bro. I ain't that many songs. He got slow songs, but not that Drake, because them hoes listen to Drake. He exactly right. Them hoes do listen to Drake. They still fuck with Drake. That nigga overseas right now. He was in London 3 days the other day. He had a 3-day back-to-back show. I saw it on Instagram. I said, this nigga major. In the UK and all that shit there. Man, he touring over there, man. He can't even hear what's going on over here. So, man, don't let that shit, man, you know what I'm saying? Then niggas just was quick to just, man, fuck that nigga. As soon as the trend went this way, instead of sticking with your nigga. That's because the mindset is more so backdoor than it is. Let me stick this out with my. This nigga helped me come up, bro. This nigga gave me a feature when I ain't had one. He came to see. I remember he gave Block Boy JB a feature, nigga like that. Ask them niggas who they with. I bet you they gonna say, nah, I'm on Drake's side, bro. Cause Drake, come on, man. We ain't gonna act like this nigga ain't been running the game for the last 15, 20 years. You feel me? Nah, that's not taking nothing away from K-Dot. Cause I like Kendrick Lamar too. Cause this a nigga who dropped trendy music. What I mean by trendy is like how country music singers and rock and roll and pop stars do. Pop stars and country music singers versus rappers. In case y'all don't know, Taylor Swift can drop one album. That bitch will last. She can tour on that hoe for 5 years. If Lil Baby drop an album right now, he gotta have another album before this year over with. You get it? It's way more money. Kendrick Lamar make music and push units on that type of level with rap. So that nigga is one of the greats. He on the Mount Rushmore, so I ain't taking nothing away from him. I'm just telling you from a real nigga perspective. Y'all stop being dick biters and dick pullers out here, man. Jump bandwagon hoppers, bro. Stick with your niggas, bro. Stick with your nigga, bro. When he fall off, bro, pick him up. Don't stomp on that nigga and run to the next nigga. That's what hoes do. As soon as you fall off, a bitch finna leave you and find a nigga with a next. Your car get, your Hellcat get repoed. She finna find a nigga with a V6 standard motherfucker Charger, nigga, before she stick with your ass. Fuck you talking about? That's being like these hoes do, man. Stick with your nigga, man. Just like Diddy, he had one nigga who would ride with him. Diddy finna come out that bitch duck walking nigga like motherfucker, like Tupac came about that hoe nigga when he beat that cake. That's how Diddy coming about that bitch. Ain't nobody stick with him, man, because the world more so on not being real than being real. They lean more towards that. And that just is what it is. I'm so happy, thank God. I ain't grow up in this era right here, man. And I ain't no metaverse, baby. Because I would hate to have to grow up to learn everything from off of the internet when it comes to the street. Because I'll probably be like these young niggas is today thinking that it is something called the streets. Man, the streets is whatever people think and their perspective on the internet. That's what these niggas doing. That's why you a shooter nigga and post it. You do what I'm saying? But anyway, man, that's what I got for y'all today, man. I appreciate y'all for dropping by, man, and checking out that perspective. But let that simmer on y'all head, man. Let that simmer. The people who came up the most off of these two black brothers while they attacking each other, I ain't giving neither one of them niggas a dime. But but you know what they doing? They still reporting these niggas so they can turn even further apart from each other instead of bringing these brothers together. You know what I'm saying? But thank y'all for checking in, man. Everybody on this, upon the sound of my voice, man. Y'all must be a real nigga. Y'all stay to the end, man. Y'all for sure. Y'all for sure real, man. I appreciate y'all for stopping by.